हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। मैं हूं प्रिया एंड स्वागत करती हूं आप सभी का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल प्रिसो रिएक्ट्स में। एंड आज हम देखने वाले हैं जो टॉपिक ना वो है कि जो ज़्यादातर लोग हैं वो इस्लाम में क्यों कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं। टॉप 10 रीज़न बिहाइंड वाई पीपल कन्वर्टिंग इन इस्लाम। आज हम ये देखेंगे एंड ये जो टॉपिक है ना वो काफ़ी सेंसिटिव एंड काफ़ी ज़्यादा सीरियस टॉपिक है। इसको हम काफ़ी जो 10 रीजंस हैं उनको काफ़ी सेंसिटिव एंड सीरियस वे में देखेंगे एंड इसके बाद इसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि क्यों ये रीज़न है एंड कैसे है, क्या कारण है जो मोस्ट ऑफ पीपल इस्लाम में कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं। तो चलते हैं वीडियो देखते हैं। इससे पहले गाइस, अगर आप लोग मेरे थ्रू बच्चों की जो वीडियो देख रहे हैं साइड में, बच्चों की हेल्प करना चाहते हैं कि बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनके पास हेल्प नहीं है, अब उनकी हेल्प करना चाहते हैं तो आप लोग मेरे साथ इंस्टाग्राम पे जुड़ के बात कर सकते हैं। एंड फिर नीचे डिटेल्स दी हुई हैं, आप लोग अगर उनके लिए कुछ भेजना चाहते हैं तो आप लोग वहाँ से हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए इसका वीडियो देखते हैं, स्टार्ट।
Islam is a religion that is rapidly spreading throughout the world. While the global population is expected to grow 32% by 2060, the number of Muslims is expected to grow by 70%, and this is according to the Pew Research Center. In the second half of this century, the number of Muslims is projected to surpass the number of Christians around the world. How's it going, FTD fam? Welcome back to another episode here on FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and for this episode, I'll be looking at 10 reasons why so many people are entering the religion of Islam at an exponential rate. So let's take a look at these reasons. At number 10, the rational system of Islam is a big thing that draws people to it. Islam is a rational system that not only allows questions, but also raises knowledge to a new level of dignity and respect, according to Muslims. Muslims believe that no other religion has exalted knowledge and its pursuit as much as Islam has. The religious holy book of Muslims, the Quran, invites people to question the creation of the universe and stated that in it, the universe, were signs for people of knowledge. Everything in Islam is subject to rational pursuit. Islam has only forbidden the questioning of one thing. And this one thing has reason behind it, and it's that there's no reason that could even comprehend this thing. However, it does not apply an anti-intellectual attitude. So this only thing that Islam says is beyond the capacity of the human mind is to question the essence of God, because human rationality can't even comprehend that. But everything else about God, like how God works and how God shares his truth and all that stuff, is completely known. The reason at number 9 is the understandability of Islam. So this is another reason why people are looking at Islam as their lifelong religion. It's because Islam does not present stumbling blocks to the mind. It does not make claims that overwhelm a mind. Islam does not present to a person anything that the human intellect cannot comprehend. Anyone can understand Islam as it is a universal religion. Again though, this is a claim by Muslims as they view other religions as being limiting when it comes to the understanding of what the religion is all about. From there, let's look at reason number 8, the universal message. This is another reason for the popularity of Islam, and that is that Islam does not force people to choose between religions because it incorporates the essential teachings of all religions into its universal message. Islamic concept is that Allah sends a messenger to every single person, and that in their current religion or ideology, they must have retained some of the important and central truths from the original teachings of that religion, which were, of course, the teachings of the main and only religion, Islam. So Islam views interreligious dialogue as an internal discussion, not a discussion with outsiders, because from its perspective, all of humankind are members of a universal religious brotherhood. So the differences Islam has with other religions are regarded as internal differences. Of course, Islam criticizes some Jews and Christians who have wrongly interpreted their faith, according to Muslims anyways. However, this criticism is based on the belief that they have strayed from the original teachings of their religion. So Muslims say that Islam is here to just correct what Christians and Jews believe. From there, let's look at tolerance at number 7. Islam tolerates other religions and considers them to be religiously legitimate, and Islam accepts its adherents by accepting other religions as legitimate. So it's taught that the tolerance of Islam of other religions comes from respect, because Islam says in every person there is an embryonic fitra, or purity, planted in all human beings at birth. And in every religion there is a basic kind of original truth there. Next up, the human being's innocence. Islam declares that a person is born with a clean slate. So human beings that were born are not born evil, but rather evil was created, and they were created to do good things and equipped by nature to fulfill God's duties. From the Islamic point of view, the drama of a person's life is something that takes place after birth and not before birth. Islam does not record a human being as a degradation of the divine. So Islam regards human beings as having instincts that are pure and good right off the bat initially. Number 5, this reason is humans are completely whole. Islam does not divide a person's soul and a life into religious or ethical and verbal or material compartments. Islam considers the human being to be an integral whole. All of a human being's actions and instincts, as well as their hopes and fears, certainties, faith, and conviction, are part of who they are. So Islam desires that all of these things come together. The work that people do, as well as even engaging in intimate acts within a marriage, are all considered to be acts of worship in Islam. So everything, is all together, fulfilling the one purpose that God has created all humans to fulfill. From there, let's look at number 4, meaning and purpose of life. The world of life and existence is taken seriously by Islam, which declares it to be full of meaning and purpose. Life is not a game, nor is it meaningless. Everything has meaning in Islam because the concept of God's purpose in creation gives meaning to human life. There is no existential anxiety in Islam. The Muslim is never bored with life, or at least shouldn't be bored with life. Muslims can see the divine creator's good intentions at work in every single thing in creation. So Muslims live in a world where life has meaning and purpose, which means that the Muslim never loses their mental equilibrium. So this is why Muslims say that, well, Islam helps with a lot of mental issues. The next reason at number 3 is that Islam is said to be world affirmative. Islam is a world affirming religion. For Muslims, the world is good. It is a blessing. It was made good to be enjoyed. Islam does not view the world as some sort of demonic entity or anything like that, or being run by the devil. Islam views the world as only a kingdom, and the hereafter is not a kingdom, but merely a place of judgment for a human's actions during his life. So for Muslims, the world is a beautiful place, and what's wrong with the world is that people misuse morality. So the world, according to Muslims, again, is good, and Muslims are obligated to cultivate it and to make it into a beautiful place. From there, let's take a look at the reason in the number 2 spot, social faith. Muslims are told to build this world and conform it to God's will. So they must collaborate rather than work alone. Islam establishes a social order rather than just a mystical one. Islam's social order has really teeth sunk into and governed by Sharia law. Islam seeks to create a social order that will command good and prevent evil, and every Muslim, however, is required to correct evil. It is every Muslim's responsibility, just as it is their responsibility to pray 5 times a day. So Islam is supposed to be a religion that establishes justice and an ordered society regulated by law. A lot of people who are not Muslim definitely have an issue with this because they wouldn't want just one religion to rule the world. But this is one reason why so many people are attracted to Islam, because of the growth and the structure that it offers in society. And the reason we'll end off this episode on at number 1 is a universal system. So let's talk more about this. Islam provides a social order that must not only aspire to be universal, but also become universal. The Islamic system is a world order that must be spread throughout the world. Unless it is spread throughout the world, it will devolve into a form of nationalism that is haram or forbidden in Islam. Islam is founded on values that apply not only to the group that adheres to them, but also to the rest of humanity. According to Islam, Allah is a deity of all people, and the Islamic social concept must spread throughout the entire world. So it's definitely been getting a lot of traction over the years. And of course, this is a major reason why people are attracted to Islam, is because they want to be a part of this global, universal movement of justice and truth. So there you have it, guys. These were 10 of some of the biggest reasons why Islam is growing at such an exponential rate and why so many people are joining Islam because of these reasons, because of these beliefs. And so guys, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are down below in the comments section. If you made it this far and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Until next time, guys, stay awesome, stay educated, and I'll see you real soon.
सो फ्रेंड्स, जो वीडियो था ना वो काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेटिव था एंड अभी तक मैंने इससे पहले इतनी इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो नहीं देखी थी। एंड जो ये 10 रीजंस थे ना, हो सकता है वाजिब हो कुछ लोगों के हिसाब से एंड कुछ लोगों के हिसाब से वाजिब नहीं भी हो। एंड डेफिनेटली ये चीज़ जो भी एक लाइन था ना कि ये काफ़ी लोगों को पसंद नहीं आएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि कोई भी ऐसा नहीं चाहेगा कि सिर्फ एक रिलीजन जो हो पूरे वर्ल्ड में राज करे। तो ये चीज़ है। एंड एक चीज़ और भी है कि मैंने देखा है जो इस्लामिक में भाई बहन हैं वो भी डेफिनेटली सबके साथ मिल के रहना चाहते हैं। एंड वो ऐसा नहीं सबको बोलते हैं कि आप हमारे रिलीजन में आ जाओ। एंड ये भी चीज़ है, डॉक्टर जाकिर नाइक के वर्ड्स भी मैंने सुना है कि अगर आपको कोई दूसरा रिलीजन अच्छा लगता है तो उससे बेहतर है कि सबसे पहले आप अपने रिलीजन को जानें। तो अपने रिलीजन को भी आपको जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें भी हैं इसमें। एंड ये चीज़ और मुझे ये चीज़ लगा कि वो जो है ना एक ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस के रूप में देखते हैं। तो ये सारी चीज़ें काफ़ी अच्छी हैं। एंड सच ये चीज़ है कि मैंने उनको कभी डिमोटिवेटेड, फ्रस्ट्रेटेड या फिर एंग्जाइटी ये सब चीज़ें कम देखी हैं मैंने। तो ये चीज़ें एंड बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं ना इविल, वो इंसान का माइंडसेट है, उसका जो उसको बड़ा किया गया है, उसके पास उसका पालन पोषण कैसे किया गया है, ये सारी चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करता है जो भी चीज़ होता है वो। एंड वो कैसे माहौल में रहा है, ये सारी चीज़ें डिपेंड करती हैं इंसान के क्रूअल होने पे। अगर वो कुछ ऐसा करता है तो उसके अंदर क्या बचपन से डाला गया है, ये डिपेंड करता है इन सब चीज़ों पे। तो कोई भी रिलीजन जो है वो ख़राब चीज़ें करने के लिए किसी को उकसाता नहीं है। बट हाँ, ये चीज़ है कि उसको शिक्षा, अगर कोई है जो ऐसे जो बैड डीड्स यानी कि जो गलत काम है वो कर रहे हैं, तो वो ये देखना ज़रूरी है कि वो किस बैकग्राउंड से आए हैं एंड उन्हें जो शिक्षा देने वाला इंसान था वो कैसा था, उन्हें क्या सिखाया गया है इस बारे में। तो ये सारी चीज़ें भी डिपेंड करती हैं किसी के माइंडसेट को डेवलप करने में। एंड ह्यूमैनिटी जो है ना वो होनी चाहिए सबके अंदर। एंड काफ़ी हद तक मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें भी देख रही हूँ रिसेंटली, बीइंग ए सनातनी मैं ये सारी चीज़ें देख रही हूँ। एंड मुझे ये चीज़ें काफ़ी थोड़ी डिफरेंट भी लग रही हैं कहीं सुनी बातों से। एंड जो हमारे तरफ न्यूज़ में फैले रहता है ना भैया, हिंदू मुस्लिम, वो सारी चीज़ों से बहुत अलग महसूस होता है मुझे सारी चीज़ें देखने के बाद। सो दैट इज़ रियलिटी। एंड जो हम अगल बगल में रहते हैं तो वो भी रियलिटी देखते हैं। हम जब एक जगह में हैं तो वहाँ पे हर धर्म के लोग रहते हैं, अलग अलग रिलीजन्स के लोग रहते हैं। वो सब एक दूसरे के रिलीजन्स को मानते हुए भी हमारे रिलीजन्स को रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं। ये चीज़ें काफ़ी अच्छी लगती हैं। एंड आप लोगों ने बहुत सारी जगहों पर ऐसा देखा होगा, महाराष्ट्र में देखा होगा, बहुत सारे लोग गणेश चतुर्थी भी सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग हमारे साथ होली सेलिब्रेट करने आते हैं, हम लोग बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ ईद सेलिब्रेट करने चाहते हैं। तो ये सारी चीज़ें हैं जो एक दूसरे से जोड़ के रखती हैं। तो काफ़ी इन सारी चीज़ों में ही रहना चाहिए। एंड आज के लिए बस इतना ही गाइस। आई होप यू लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड इफ़ यू लाइक दिस वीडियो प्लीज़ कमेंट करिए कमेंट बॉक्स में, एंड आपकी राय क्या है इस वीडियो को लेकर मुझे जरूर दीजिएगा। एंड बस गाइस आज के लिए बस इतना ही, ऐसे ही वीडियोज़ में मिलती रहूँगी मैं आप लोगों से, तब तक के लिए बाय, जय हिंद, जय भारत।